Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. Happy spooky season. We are doing October 2025's Pick a Card reading. This is a general reading, take what resonates and know the intention behind this was for there to be a message for you. So we are looking at October and we have 5 groups in front of us. You can pick 1, you can pick 2, you can pick however many piles you feel called to. All I ask you to do is get into calm, quiet space, allow yourself to take a few deep breaths, get centered, and then let your gut or your intuition pick those piles. Timestamps for each pile/group will be down in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment by me in the comment section. All right, let's get into it. We have group number 1 with the Spoopy Tarot, group number 2 with the Halloween Tarot, group number 3 with the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot, group number 4 with the Happy Halloween Tarot, and lastly, group number 5 with the Sleepy Hollow Tarot. If you need to pause this video to meditate on the cards, you can do so. If not, I will see you in your particular group. Hello, my group number 1s, those of you who chose the Spoopy Tarot. We're going to take a look at that first, and then we got some Halloween-themed oracle cards to go a little bit further. So the first tarot card is going to represent the overall message for your October 2025, and it is 6 of Wands. Lovely. All right, off to a fantastic start. And then this last tarot card is going to represent the advice to move through this energy, and we have, even though it says the full moon, it is the sun in this deck. Okay, so this is fantastic. October is going to be a really good month for you. I feel like you're going to see success with the projects and the things that you have been building. So whether that looks like a promotion or a completion or recognition, there's some sort of victory to celebrate in the month of October. I do see a lot of you getting recognized or getting noticed, acknowledged. So this is very exciting. This is also a time for you to acknowledge how far you have come and how far you have achieved, how much you have achieved. Oh my goodness. So take this October to bask in your success, bask in all your victories. I do feel like a lot of you have gone through specific challenges that have caused a lot of concern, caused a lot of stress, and now you are seeing the rewards for you sticking out some of those challenges, or actually like being recognized for overcoming those challenges. So it's going to look different for each person, but I do see you guys feeling like you achieved a lot, feeling you have victory over those challenges and obstacles. And for some of you too, you're going to get a lot more acknowledgement on like your social medias. People are going to notice you. People are going to see you. So if you are somebody who has a social media presence, this might be the time to like look into those trends, or, you know, even starting a social media for the things that you want to achieve. So if you have specific side projects, if you have hobbies, now's the time to kind of get involved in starting one if you've been on the fence about it. And we do have the Sun card here. So this is all about just enjoying the moment. Be positive, be about this, have this insane optimism about yourself, okay? So if you've been feeling a little bit down lately, if you've been feeling like things have been depletion in yourself, it's okay. Focus on the things that have gone right. Focus on those good achievements. Focus on the successes that you have had and that you will have in October. This is endless potential. Endless potential. And when you realize that you have that endless potential, it will take you places and more opportunities will come in because you're looking at things in a positive perspective instead of focusing on the things that do go wrong or might mess up, or, you know, mistakes. You're focusing on the things that have gone right and the things that you're happy about, that you're passionate about. And in turn, it's going to bring you more things to be excited about and grateful for, because you're focusing on those things that retrain your brain to make you only look at the things that go right, the things that are positive, and your brain stops trying to find all of the things that go wrong. So fantastic start to this whole group reading. We're going to take a peek at your Halloween tarot. First up, we've got midnight, the most magical hour of all. So yeah, things are going to start going right. Things are going to start turning over for you. This is the card that talks about the struggles that you have gone through, and now you are coming into the successes. This is that saying of like, it's always darkest before the dawn. So just don't focus on the struggles, focus on the potential, focus on the things that are going right. So keep working. If you're passionate about this project or your hobby, XYZ, keep pushing, keep putting in the effort, keep putting in the work, because you will get recognized for it. You will get that success from it. Then we have Skull of Light, illumination. I'm sorry, my cat Lottie, she is very vocal today. So we have the sun, which illuminates the things that we want to see that are going right, that are positive. And that's what this is talking about too. Illuminate the things that are fantastic, positive, optimistic, that are things that you can be grateful for, because again, that's going to attract more of that to come in. And then we've got Apple, risk and reward. So the things that you have been working hard on that maybe were a risk to you, you're going to see that reward come in. You're going to see the fruits of your labor. Some people might have thought you were crazy for trying it out. Some people might have thought, oh, that's a bit cringe, or, oh, I don't know why you would try that. That's not what we normally do. I feel like this is something that's off the beaten path for a lot of you, or maybe you didn't think that it was something that you could do, but it is the fact that you tried and you're seeing the reward for it. Not everybody would do what you would do. Some people, quit their 9 to 5 to work for themselves, and that's something that if you chose to do so could be considered a risk, but the reward outweighs that risk. So fantastic to see. Next, we've got the Seasons of the Witch Samhain. Third harvest, daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk, filling your emptiness. This card's all about abundance and harvesting what you've planted. So again, confirmation for that Six of Wands energy. You have prepared yourself for this. You have put in the work. You have planted those seeds. You have weeded. You have stuck it out through the droughts. And now you are seeing the rewards of it. And your last one from this deck is the Underworld. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. So exactly what that poem says, it is a transition time for you. You are moving out of the challenge area and you're moving into the success and harvest area. Fantastic. This is a shift. And again, it could be a lot to do with your mindset with this Sun card and the illumination, seeing how far you have come and seeing how long you have struggled and how much hard work you have put in and how much you have stuck with it. You are now seeing that shift happen. That transition into success happened. So this is fantastic for you. And last we have the Horror Oracle, and we have the Dracula, Children of the Night. This is confirming the celebration. Celebrate. Make it a night you'll remember. Sing, dance, go out and party, whatever you want to do, but celebrate yourself, okay? Sometimes we wait until like a big success comes in or huge recognition in order to celebrate something, but you can do so in little increments, however you see fit every day. You can celebrate yourself by, pumping yourself up and empowering yourself. You can do a night out with your girlfriends or your guys. You can go and eat dinner with your husband or your significant other. You can talk about it with loved ones and friends and be like, you know what, I am so proud of myself. And then listen to them dote on you. There's little ways that you can incorporate celebration every day. Big wins. Kind of like the Pavlov dog situation. Or if you guys are familiar with The Office, when Jim pranks Dwight by putting in breath mints. It's the scene where basically there would be a sound that he gets on the computer and Dwight would end up asking for a mint. Anyway, long story short, the Pavlov dog response, where you can celebrate yourself every time. So giving yourself a mint, giving yourself a high five in the mirror, giving yourself a little treat, whenever you do something that is a hard task and you make it through, or whenever you get a goal accomplished throughout your day, a task, celebrate yourself. So I do see the month of October being a very good one for you. I think it is a huge shift in mindset, a huge shift in how you see yourself, and you'll start to see the fruits of your labor to be harvested in October. So great job. I'm proud of you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know what group you chose down in the comments section below. Thank you so much. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and it's time to celebrate spooky season. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 2s, those of you who chose the Halloween Tarot. We're going to take a look at this first, and then we've got some Halloween cards, oracle cards, to dive a little bit deeper. This first card is going to represent the overall message for the month of October for you, and we got, King of Wands, or in this deck, King of Imps. And this next tarot card is going to represent the advice moving through this energy, and we've got the Empress with Miss Bride of Frankenstein there. Okay. All right, so King of Wands, this is a person who embodies inspiration, wisdom, creativity, power, authority. This is somebody who is definitely an entrepreneur, a leader. So in the month of October, you could be stepping up your role in whatever job you are doing. Keep in mind, this is going to look different for everybody on the spectrum here, but there's definitely a need for you to step up, take leadership. So whether that is leadership in your life as a whole, maybe it's taking back your power, investing in yourself, stepping up, or the same could be said if you are stepping into a leadership role, like a management or contributor, whatever it looks like. You're stepping into a leadership role in the month of October. So think higher of yourself. Think about what you want to produce and put out, because with you being in this leadership position, whether you're taking your power back or getting a leadership role, you are somebody that is inspiring other people. So don't take that to advantage. Like really consider how much of an inspiration you are to other people. So this could even look like, you stepping your game up in the social media world. That was one that came out in group number 1. So maybe you guys want to check out group number 1 after this. But stepping your game up in social media, being a leader for your company in that. Maybe you are somebody who is having a lot of creative bursts lately. And so that's going to put you on the success route. But you are somebody who needs to be confident in the fact that you can lead. So there's this need to, this feeling of this need to like be humble. And while that's great, this is a confident person. So you need to embody that confidence and step into that role. So empower yourself to be that leader that you know you can be, that you know you are seen as. I'm sure people have told you, try out for this role, go see this job, talk to this person, XYZ, and you might be holding back, but empower yourself to want more for yourself. If you feel like you can do so, do it. Don't hold back, okay? You know who you are, you know what you're capable of, and you're somebody who can step into this position in a way that is not only beneficial for yourself, but it's beneficial for everybody around you, because you are somebody who knows what it's like to be starting from the bottom, right? Or that song, starting from the bottom, but now we're here at the top, or whatever it is. That's what's going through my head right now. But this will in turn give you that stability that you're looking for, okay? The Knight of Wands, or excuse me, the King of Wands is somebody who is very capable of stability, because they go after what they're passionate about. And they understand that when they're passionate about something, everybody else will get passionate about it too. because they just exude that energy. And so the advice here is with this Empress is nurture yourself, nurture what you're capable of being, put back into yourself what you want to see given to you. This is the time to plant those seeds. So if you are wanting to go after a new job, or if you are wanting to empower yourself more, take control back to get your authority back, now is the time to put those seeds into you and fertilize them. This is the fertile soil to do so with this Empress card. So this is the time to nurture not only yourself, but what you want to go after, as well as be open to receiving, because this is very much the receiving energy. So put yourself out there and trust that you will receive what you put out. Okay, this is an abundant time, an abundant period for you with this Empress energy. Embody that in what you want to be. So act as if is what I'm hearing. So it's not necessarily like you have to believe in yourself 100%, but if you're going after this role, if you're going after this management role, what would they do? How would they act? What would they, what would their routines look like? And embody that and see how that can propel you forward. What is the term with the acting when they method acting? So method act your way into it. If you're nervous, if you're feeling a little self-conscious, method act. And eventually your brain won't know the difference between CEO you and I don't know what I'm doing you. Does that make sense? So now's the time to really plant those seeds, and tend to those seeds and harvest them to grow into this empowering you. All right, let's keep going. We got the Halloween Oracle that we're going to take a peek at first. And we've got ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. So you might have some ancestor work that you like to do. Reach out to them to help empower you, to help support you at this time. This can also be a indication that you need to plant some roots down for your stability. This is the time for you to step into that leadership role to get that stability, because I'm focusing on the roots here. And again, you may not feel like it's in your DNA to be in a leadership role, but this is clearly saying it is in your DNA. You have what it takes to do so. So believe in yourself. That's what it is. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Stop acting meek when you know you can be more. All right. Then we got Cauldron with synergy and healing. Very much a feminine energy here with the Empress. This is a healing thing for you to step into that, to empower yourself to be more, to do more. Okay. And then synergy is like when everything works together, right? This is all going to work together for your benefit. Cauldron, it's also like this, a womb, right? It's the place where everybody got their meals from. They felt nourished and filled up, right? Empress energy. Next, we got the veil, the future. You are blinding yourself to your future if you hold back, okay? We can't always see what's in front of us, what's in the next days to come, what's going to happen in the future. But if you continue to hold back and not push yourself forward when you know you can do more and be more, or try out for more. Why am I getting acting energy so much? There's a few people here that are trying out for a role, because acting energy is like huge right now in my brain. But like, if you don't think that you can do the role, think again. If you embody it, you can do it. Stop blinding yourself to your own worth, to your own potential, okay? There's something that you are not seeing within yourself that is going to prevent you from going after what you want for your future, because you are purposely holding yourself back. Knock it off. Okay. Next, we got the Samhain Seasons of the Witch Oracle Graveyard. There's a song that bellows in the peace of knowing no end and acknowledging the crossroads of eternity. This card is just acknowledging where you're at and making peace with it. Okay, you might not necessarily be exactly where you want to be, but you're taking steps to get to where you want to go. Okay, so if you are holding yourself back, you're not making peace with where you're at right now. You're not acknowledging anything because you're holding yourself back. You're saying, maybe not, or, oh, I don't know if I could. Maybe try and see, because the worst that you can do is have a no be thrown at you or fail. And you know what happens when you fail? You learn from it and you take that experience with you to the next thing. Nobody's saying you're going to fail here, but if you don't try, it's an automatic no, right? If you never ask the question, you're never going to get an answer. It's always going to be no. So instead of playing it small, instead of not taking a leap, this is saying, acknowledge your feelings, acknowledge your place in life right now. And then from there, you can then take those actions that you need to take. Okay. And your last one from this deck is Elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. Whoa. We talked about womb. You are a child of mother. True harmony awaits you. This is talking about harmony and finding it and knowing that each element, each season has a purpose for you. So if you have been, rejected, if you have been scared or nervous to put yourself out there, if you've been feeling disempowered, right? Know that there's a lesson there and you can build upon it and you can move forward from it. All right. And your last card is from the Horror Oracle. And we've got The Woods, Blair Witch. Oh my goodness. So this is asking you to look at the overall picture of everything, right? You don't need to see every detail right now that is going to happen. You don't need to know how everything is going to add up just yet, but the overall picture of how you see your future going. If you are holding back, if you never try, you're never going to get to that next step. You're never going to see the next detail. The overall picture of what you want, that is what you're focusing on. How you get there can be a multitude of different options, but you need to try. You need to start. So hopefully this resonates with you. I hope you have a wonderful October. It sounds like it's going to be amazing. Please let me know if it resonated with you by telling me what group you chose in the comments section. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 3s, those of you who chose the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. We'll start with that first, and then we have some oracle cards with the Halloween theme to go a little bit deeper. So this first tarot card is going to represent the overall message for your October, and we have the Magician. Nice. And then the next tarot card is going to represent the advice to move through this energy, and we have the Empress. Okay, so you guys might want to check out group number 2 if this resonates for you, because this is the second Empress card that I got in the advice column. So very interesting. So the month of October, you really need to just take the leap and do it, because this is saying you have the tools, you have the skill set, you have everything you need to just start and create what you want to create, to manifest what you want to manifest. All right. Stop putting the self-doubt in your way. All right. Stop telling yourself that you can't do it, that you're not worthy enough, that you're not smart enough, talented enough, whatever. Okay. You do have what it takes. You already know enough. You just need to start. You just need to take that step and do it. Okay. This is about manifesting and creating what you want. And so if you are somebody who is wanting to look more into like manifestation techniques to kind of help you and to move you along in a way that will help shift your perspective in that way, do so. If you like to journal, if you like to do the 3-6-9 method, if you like the 5x55 method, if you like scripting, listening to affirmations, frequency music, Reiki, whatever the case may be, if that might help shift your perspective in the way of doing it, start. I do think that this is the month where you need to like get into that mindset of you can create what you want, because you can. You can co-create with the universe. All you need is a clear intention of what you want, the passion to do so, and then just the courage to start. And the Empress is asking you to just nurture that. This is the soil, the fertile soil that you can plant your seeds into. Okay. Be in the state of abundance. Like attracts like. That manifesting energy. All right. If you are continuously focusing on the things that don't go right, that are negative, that are wrong, that's all you're going to see. But if you focus on the things that do go right, the things that are positive, you're going to see much more of that come into your life and more opportunities open up for you. So what are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to create in the month of October? And then just go for it. Because this is like not asking for something, but expecting something. If you never ask the question, the answer is always going to be no, right? So if you don't start, you're never going to get anywhere. If you don't take that first step, you're never going to go anywhere because you're still stationary. So I need you to believe in yourself more. I need you to nurture your creativity more. And I need you in the month of October to believe in yourself and to just try. What you desire desires you back. So if this is something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, the universe is saying, it's time, let's go. And I feel called out by saying this as well. This is your time to start, to manifest what you want to bring into your life. Trust yourself, trust your talent, your passion, your intention, and allow yourself to open up and receive, to be in that energy of like, I will allow only the good things to come my way, only the abundant things to come my way. I'm going to trust myself in the universe. All right. So let's keep going. This is wonderful. If you're passionate about something, just do it, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. Next up, we've got your Halloween Oracle. Oh my God. Ghost with regret. Yeah. So basically, don't be that person who, had a crush on somebody and didn't tell them, and then their crush wound up married and you're regretting it. Don't be in that energy of lack, of regret, of, I wish I would have, but I can't now. It's too late. Start now. It's never too late. It's never too late for you to start. All right. The only thing holding you back right now is you. And you do not want to end up having this ghost of your regret follow you around everywhere. Next, we have Black Cat with Fortune Meets Opportunity. See, once you start shifting your mindset into, I can do this, this is for me, what I want desires me back, that opportunity is going to come your way and create the fortune that you want and manifest what you want. All right. You have to put yourself in the mindset of every door will open for me. I have this opportunity coming my way. I create what I want to see. Easier said than done. Yes, I know, especially in the timeline we are in right now with everything going crazy. It's hard to focus on the positive things and focus on what you want, right? But your experience on this earth is still your experience. How do you want to go about experiencing it? Do you want to focus on every little negative thing, everything that's going wrong, everything that you have not achieved yet? Or do you want to try to focus on what you can possibly do? Because this is boundless opportunity and infinite potential here. And then we've got Trick or Treat with Mischief and Play. Listen, I need you to have more whimsy in your life. I need you to invite more play into your life. I need you to love your inner child. What did you have fun with as a child? Use your imagination more. And that's what manifesting is using your imagination. Visualization, if you can. Sometimes it's hard for me to visualize in my mind's eye, but feel it, enjoy it, create it in your mind or your imagination. How did that feel when you were a child, when you were creating worlds? And were you having fun? Were you being inventive? Did you, get messy and make mistakes like Miss Frizzle says? Because that's what this is about. It's not going to be perfect the first time you take your first step, right? It's a little wobbly. It's okay. But it's the journey. It's the act. It's the momentum that you go to do that. Enjoy it. Have fun with this. Okay? Get a little crazy. Get a little bit out there. Because this is your time. This is the time where you invite joy and play into your life. Otherwise, this ghost is going to follow you around. All right, next we have the Seasons of the Witch Samhain with Divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. Maybe it's time you listen to your intuition more. So maybe you've been thinking about all of these things and you've been feeling pulled to do it, but you're like, not for me. I don't think I could. I don't think I could make a social media account for my creative project. I don't think I could do this business thing. I don't think I could create this art project. Why? Your intuition is telling you want it, that you can do it, that it's the time, so do it. Maybe this is asking you to take time and reflect on why you feel like you can't manifest what you want, that you cannot create what you want. Reflect on maybe some shadow work, maybe some feelings of insignificance that's going on within you. Where do you feel the pressure in your body? Where do you feel like you're not worthy? Where is that coming from? Because at this point, I'm seeing all of this stuff saying, go for it and do it. Because if not, this is going to be hanging over you. And like, I don't want this to sound menacing or like, a huge warning or whatnot, but like, that's what happens when we don't follow our dreams. We regret it. We look back on like, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I don't want that to be the situation for you. I want you to feel in your body why you feel like you cannot accomplish this, why you can't put it forward. And then heal through that, work through that, and understand that you're placing these limitations on yourself for no reason. Okay? And your next one is All Hallows Eve. Call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. This is like asking you to summon up the reasonings, the reasons why you want to move forward. Summon up the courage, the support systems that you need, whether it is in physical reality or your spirit team. Ask for support. Talk to people. Talk to the ones that you trust and say, hey, I'm looking for advice for this, or I'm feeling this way. I could use some advice or some encouragement, empowerment, whatever the case may be. Call upon your guides, your ancestors, whatever you choose to do. Do some divination work if that's what you like to do too, and see where you can first start to make your move. All right. There are people that are on your team that are supporting you, that would love to help you, that would love to just be your cheerleaders. And maybe that's all you need right now. I'm your cheerleader. Go for it. Do it. You got this. I feel like that Shia LaBeouf meme. But yeah, enjoy your inner child. Enjoy the imagination and the creativity that comes with this. And enjoy the newness. This is a shift. This is a new a time for you to start reaping the benefits, and you cannot reap them if you don't plant them. So start planting them. Your last card here is the Horror Oracle. We've got Trickster. I hate the clowns, but stop making your mind play tricks on you. All right. You're telling yourself a false story. You're telling yourself that, I'll never be good enough, or this is not worth it, or I'm not worthy enough. You're letting these thoughts play around in your head and hold you back. And I need you to understand that your brain only likes to do what it knows and is comfortable with. So of course, you starting something new, your brain's going to start telling you these false stories because it wants you to stay in what's comfortable and what it knows. Your brain hates the unknown. It hates not knowing the outcome of what's going to happen, because that's how it keeps you safe. But that is not going to help your growth. You cannot grow. You cannot do something new if you do the same thing over and over. That's insanity. What you need to do in order to grow or expand is step outside your comfort zone just a little bit. I'm not saying everything's going to be easy and rainbows and butterflies, but what I am saying is you owe it to yourself to go after what you're passionate about and co-create with the universe. Stop listening to the lies in your head. Okay? They are going to push you down a road where you're going to grow and grow away from your current dream because it's painful to look back and regret things. Okay? Heed my warning. Start today, or start when you feel called to start, and just know that you've got this. You already have the tool sets and the skills within your disposal to start. You just got to do it with intention and your passion. All right. I hope this resonated for you. If it did, let me know what group you chose down in the comment section. Try group number 2 if you feel called to do that reading too. I feel like they're very much together on this. And Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. Have a wonderful October. And if you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. All right, have a wonderful one and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 4. So those of you who chose the Happy Halloween Tarot, we're going to take a look at that first. And then we have some Halloween Oracle cards to dive a little bit deeper. So this first card is going to represent the overall message for October. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay. And then this last tarot card is going to represent the advice to move through this energy. And we have the Hermit. Interesting. Okay. There might be a couple of different groups here. So it's similar message, different ways of getting there. So some of you might be on the quest for a relationship with this Knight of Cups. You might be trying to find your next loved one, or just a friendship, just a connection. There could be an offer coming your way in October, either for a relationship or for something that you've been looking out for. So job offer, opportunity, whatever the case may be for you. But the message is very much kind of slow down a little bit, because sometimes when we are on the hunt for something, when we are taking action, especially with this cup energy, it's giving more up in the clouds energy. If we don't slow down, we can't see things clearly, because we've got this Hermit card, which I'll get to, that gives me the feeling like you might need to slow down a bit. So you have these goals, whether it's to get into a relationship, an opportunity, an offer. You have to take the time to really make sure that your integrity and your morals are there too. Because sometimes with this Knight of Cups energy, it's a lot of fluff, a lot of too good to be true, so to speak, energy. So if you are looking out for a significant other or a relationship, you got to make sure that both of your morals are on the same playing field, right? You want to make sure that your needs are going to be met just as well as you would meet their needs. If you're looking for an opportunity, make sure it's not too good to be true, because sometimes this is like we're seeing things through rose-colored glasses, right? And so that's why we need to kind of slow down and assess, because we can get so caught up in the idealism of what is being offered and what we are going after that we don't take the time to really look at what is being offered, like what the conditions are, right? What are going to be the signs of, ooh, this might not be the right way to go. So that is a big indication of why this Hermit card is here for me, why this reading is like, let's slow down a little bit, let's kind of rein back. The Hermit card is asking you to take time out and go within. Be a little bit on a solo trip, so to speak. So take time out and be by yourself and really go internally to see if that's what you want, to see if you're a match both for your morals and integrity and for what you are wanting as an outcome. Because again, this could be too good to be true. You might be looking at it through stress, through desperation, through need, desire. You might not be seeing the forest for the trees. You know what I mean? So the Hermit is saying you can find what you're looking for, but you got to go within first to see what it is really that you want. Do you want the flash of it? Do you want the appearance of it? Do you want the illusion of it? Or do you want the real of it? Because just because you're getting an offer, not every offer is good. Not every offer is something that you need to take up. This might be the first offer or opportunity that you've gotten in a long time, and you might be like, okay, I better take it because nothing else is going to come to pass. Wrong. Take time out to decide if this is right for you. Listen to your intuition. You know what works best for you and what will be benefiting you, but you cannot let that, you can't let the rose-colored glasses situation taint your decision making. Okay. You can't taint what you want out of your situation here. Introspection is going to help you figure out what you really want and kind of get clarity from this dream. The vision that I'm seeing in my head is this like dreamboat guy just riding in to sweep you off at your feet. And like there's that filter of that mist and rainbow over him, and you're just like, oh, he's so handsome, he's perfect, yada yada. And then, you know, you snap to it and it's just some guy, just a dude, is going nowhere, can't talk about anything but his glory days in high school. Like, yeah, you may be pretty, but that's all you're bringing to the table. That's the vibe. So make sure that you take the time out to really consider what is being offered up right now. Because if you don't get locked in with somebody that you don't like just because it was going to be a fun night. You know what I mean? Same thing if it's an opportunity for a position or a new job or, you know, even whatever the case may be. I'm not going to go down the list, but just take that time out to listen to your inner compass and know that your authenticity, your integrity, and your morals far outweigh whatever this offer is. So I'm not saying that this is a bad offer. I'm saying that if there's an offer coming your way, take the time out to go within and see if that's really what you want, if that's really going to benefit you in the long term, or if it's just a fly-by-night kind of thing. This is an offer, you know, don't let it be spam type of a situation. Okay, let's keep going. We've got the Halloween Oracle first up, and we've got Owl. Wise scene, wise action. Exactly the confirmation of what we're talking about here. Don't just say yes without reading the fine print. Go within, be wise about the situation, and take the appropriate steps and actions in return. Then we've got zombie control. I laugh because this is kind of like that confirmation for what I was seeing with that dreamboat guy. Take back your control of the situation. Don't act out of desperation. Whether it's desperation for a significant other or desperation for a job, don't act out of desperation. You can take the control back in the situation. Yes, I know, easier said than done. I know. But listen, don't get wound up in a situation that is harder to get out of because you were desperate or because you were in need. Okay? Nothing good comes out of making choices out of desperation. You really need to take that time back and listen to your gut and like read the fine print, right? So take control back. And last we have Winter, the sacredness of pausing. There we go. Confirmation for the Hermit. Pause before you react. The most effective way of public speaking in a conversation, in a meeting, or in any sort of interview is to pause before you respond. To take that time to really think and gather your thoughts before you provide an answer. That's control. Taking control back to you. So pausing really is a sacred tool. It allows you to think clearly, it allows you to process, and it allows you to look like you know what you're doing, even though you feel like you're a duck treading water. Okay, so pause before you accept anything, pause before you go with the flow, willy-nilly. Take that time to really think. All right, next up we've got the Samhain Oracle from Seasons of the Witch. Crystals and herbs. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness. That's the second time we hear that. That might be important for some of you. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. Yeah, so healing, herbs, crystals, they're all used for healing, right? This might be a time to take that power back, right? Where you're not going to just go with the first option, where you're going to think about it. And that in and of itself is healing, because maybe before you wouldn't have done so. And this kind of confirms to me the hermit energy of needing to sit with yourself to heal the parts of you that maybe are on a flare. Does that make sense? Where if you're allowing yourself to go within and figure out why you usually would jump when someone says how high, this is the time where you go within and heal that part of you. So shadow work, taking some time out to really figure out, what those triggers are and why you don't feel like you're worthy enough to wait for a better opportunity. So yeah, take some time to really go within, be it your house, your mom's house, family members. Have time wherever you feel sacredness, because that word really feels like it bears weight. So where's your place of healing in a sense of like, where do you feel like you are comfortable, where you're at home, where you're at peace, where you can go, your sacred place? Go there. If it's a riverbank, if it's the beach, if it's, a cozy little mountain cabin where you can go to think or spend time with yourself in solitude for a little bit, go and seek out your favorite spot and your favorite place to just be alone. Sometimes it's just a room in your house or your favorite spot in your house or your backyard. The last one from this deck, Reflection. Hermit energy right there. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut. For they are mirrors of the mad, and truth only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Yeah, this is your time to take for reflecting on the offers you're presented with, yourself, all of the above. It is shadow work time. It is going within time. It is really taking the road of solitude. I don't want to say isolation because that is a little extreme, but like spending time with yourself. Be in your truth, be in your authenticity, and you'll start seeing more things that align with your authenticity come into play. Once you figure out what your integrity and your truth is, these offers will look pathetic to you, right? You'll start attracting things in your orbit that are meant for you in your integrity and authenticity. Okay, your last card here is the Horror Oracle, and we've got Shock with the Bates Motel. This is all about not letting your guard down. So again, this might not be the best opportunity for you. So go within and find the opportunities that are. Don't let them see you slipping, right? Don't be in shock when you realize, the dream boat is not the dream boat. When you know what you want and who you are, you'll start seeing the facade slip away from a lot of these people and a lot of these offers. You'll start seeing scams. You'll start seeing what is not in alignment with you. That's the word I was looking for. You will start understanding what is for you. Because when you know who you are, you know who you don't want to be and you don't want to be with. You can start seeing who is actually who they say they are and standing in their own truth when you do. All right. I hope this makes sense. I hope this resonated. If it did, let me know what group you chose down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. Have a wonderful October, and it's spooky season. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my group number 5s, those of you who chose the Sleepy Hollow Tarot. We're going to take a look at that first, and then we've got some Halloween Oracle cards to go a little bit deeper. This first tarot card is going to represent the overall message for your October, and we've got the Moon, werewolf guy there. And the last tarot card is going to represent the overall advice to move through this energy, and we've got the Knight of Swords, Headless Horseman himself. Okay. So with it being a werewolf, it's kind of interesting because the moon's about illusions, the subconscious, dreams, intuition, not seeing things clearly. When the moon is shining in the area, right? When a full moon shines, you see shadows, things that don't look the right way when the sun's out, right? So we're not seeing things or interpreting things in the right way. Interesting with this werewolf being here because I do feel like there's some illusions that you need to work through. And I feel like this is something that you have to work through with shadow work. There's some things in your subconscious that are needing to come to the surface of your conscious, though the wildness needs to come to a connection with the tamed. So this is going to be a time where in October, there might be things coming to the surface that you got to work through, that you got to process through, that you got to unmask. And while that seems anxiety inducing, that seems scary, it's something that's going to benefit you because you cannot keep pushing these things down without working through and processing them. It's going to create a lot more stress and anxiety if you continuously push them down. It is wanting to come out, and one way or the other, it will, and you can control how it comes out. But if you push it down too much, something will trigger it to come into a werewolf form. Does that make sense? So you can take this month of October and control how you process it, how you work through it, how you manage it, instead of it becoming this full-blown monster. So shadow work is just bringing the subconscious stuff to the forefront of your brain. So it's things that you push back. It's the skeletons in your closet, right? It's the things that we neglect, that we don't want to bring to the light. It could be as simple as some arguments we've had with our family members, the shame that we felt as children that, manipulates ourselves into growing up with even bigger shame with certain things, past feelings about ourselves. Whatever the case may be, this is the time where you face it. With this Knight of Swords, it's saying, face it head on. Just take it head on. And it doesn't have to be all at once. It could be journaling how you feel. Like if there's a certain trigger that comes up that makes your inner werewolf want to come out, write about it. What are the feelings or memories that pop up when that trigger happens? How do you feel in your body? What does your body feel like when it has this trigger happen? Because this is asking you to listen to those triggers and work through them with head-on action. Charge forward. Take that action. And your intuition will help you through this. This is all stuff that will help guide you. When you know it feels too much, you can pull back. That's why it's so good to take little steps. Like just experience your feelings. That's all it is. Your feelings are what your emotions feel like in your body. What are the trigger points that are coming up? What are the sensations? What are the memories? And then you go through and you process this. And you give yourself positive affirmations. You give yourself the love and the care that you wish you would have had in those situations. And again, it's better to process this thoroughly with yourself and work through it little by little. Otherwise, this werewolf might come out in an unexpected time. And we don't want to deal with that. We don't want to do that. So open yourself up to the possibility of healing with the shadow work. Listen to your intuition and just tackle it head on because you've been pushing it down for so long. It's now time to open the closet and face the skeleton, right? And I understand, easier said than done. I get it. Shadow work is not the most fun part of, healing work, but that's where it starts. That's where everything starts. And then once you go, once you break the surface, then you can go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper, and it gets easier each time because you know that it's healing parts of you. Do inner child work, inner healing with that. Whatever this looks like to you, face your fears, okay? Face the challenges and the obstacles ahead of you because they look harder and scarier than what they already are. Remember, the moon is all about illusions. So you can face whatever comes your way with this Knight of Swords energy. Just be ambitious, be driven to do so. The Knight of Swords knows no challenge. They just go. They just do it. They are very driven and determined to get to to get their goal accomplished. So have that same attitude. Be fearless. There's this guy I watch on YouTube that does ghost videos and stuff, Casper Site, and he always says, just Rambo it. And that's what this is. Like, just go in and Rambo it, And again, easier said than done, but you got this. Let's keep going. We've got the Halloween Oracle. First up, we've got unnecessary fear with graveyard. Yeah, exactly. You working through this, you'll start to see how your fear was way higher than it needed to be. Sometimes it's hard to face our shadows. It's hard to, look at things that maybe we did wrong or what, we are shamed for or, the illusion of it all. And when we start working through it, it's like, oh yeah, that was I didn't need to carry this with me for so long. I didn't need to worry about this. Like, I wish I would have done this sooner. So it's unnecessary fear. These challenges that you're moving through with this, and this could be just a regular challenge. It might not be so deep for some of you with the shadow work. It could just be something that you need to face head on. So a challenge at work, a challenge with a relationship, whatever. Most people that I'm reading for with this, it's internal. But if it's resonating with you that it's an outside challenge, it is an unnecessary fear for you to be avoiding it. Just face it head on and move forward. Okay, got 2 werewolves here. Exploring wildness. So yeah, explore that side of you. And it's okay if you see things that you don't like. We all have sides of us that we're not proud of, that, but again, everything is a learning possibility, right? That example of like touching the hot stove. Sometimes you just need to touch it to see what it feels like for heat. It feels like to get burned. You don't know any better unless you do it. Sometimes a kid just has to touch a hot stove in order to learn the lesson that you don't touch the hot stove, right? So again, explore that side of you. And it doesn't have to necessarily be terrifying, but just go through with no expectations and understand that we all have these parts of ourselves, these challenges that we're trying to overcome, these situations where we had to go through that, we might have done something or said something that wasn't the best at the time to do, but hey, we learned from it. And explore those little dark crevices in our mind. It's not always rainbows and butterflies for healing work, okay? But at the end of the day, you will see an improvement with your mental health because you're doing the inner work. And then we have emotional intelligence with vampire. We got all of the Halloween characters here. So emotional intelligence is knowing like how to regulate, right? And so when you're doing this, make sure that you take the time out to understand where you're at emotionally. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to process in a different way with breath work, with meditation, with screaming in a pillow, emotional regulation is going to help you get through the hard parts of it too. Like you understand what it means to like control your emotions, to process all of that. That's emotional intelligence. And working through that is going to be different for each person. I do want to point out too, with this vampire, it can talk about energy vampires as well. So if you feel yourself being drained a lot more, if you feel yourself like feeling like you need to move away from certain people, to not have certain relationships anymore, to let go, release, there's boundaries that need to be put in place. And a lot of that shadow work can help with the healing of recognizing those people, right? Sometimes we don't feel worthy enough or feel self-confident enough. And so we mistake other people's ways of being in the relationship as compassionate or as, wanting to be our friend and being there and supportive, when in reality, they just want to be there to see your downfall, or they want to take from you. They want to be the one that gets the benefits of being your friend without giving you anything in return. So make sure that your boundaries are intact when you are going through this, as well as after you start doing this process. You'll start needing to put boundaries in place because you'll realize how many toxic people are enabling your behavior too. Okay, then we've got some Samhain cards from Seasons of the Witch. We got nature spirits. On your toes, twirl and twirl until you're ready to take flight. They arrive in the winds beneath your wings and speak through the swaying of the trees. Pay attention to the small things in your life that bring you joy. All right. So don't focus on all of the negative things, right? You need to balance that out with some positive too. So the things that bring you joy, whether it's playing a board game, playing, online with friends, or socializing, or reading a book, cleaning out things, whatever the case may be, the small things that bring you joy, pay attention to those too. And make sure you're focusing on that as well. Because remember, like attracts like. So if we're constantly focusing on the negative things and the scary things, you're going to bring more of that into your world. Whereas you need to balance that out with a little bit of positivity and comfort. Okay. And your last one from this deck is Ancestors. They hiss a quivering so deep only roots of your soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence. An ancient chill waking upon the spine. You are being protected and guided to go through this, okay? You're not alone. You have people who support you, family members that you trust and love are there to help you as well as ancestors that are no longer here on this plane. So call upon them, your spirit team, whatever you need when you are doing these workings, if that is a part of your practice, or just get support from your loved ones as well. But you are being protected and you are guided to do this. This came up because this is something that you need to do, and it's safe to do. Okay, it is safe to go within and really do the internal healing work. Okay, all right, and your last card is from the Horror Oracle, and we've got Cat. It says to embrace your hunting instinct. So and embrace your wild side here. So yeah, go within, embrace that side of you, listen to your instincts, listen to your intuition, move like you would a cat. I can't put that in better terms apparently, but yeah, move with cat-like instincts. Go within, let that wild side out for a bit, figure it out, play with it, tame it, and put it to bed. All right. It can be overwhelming to do shadow work. It can be very scary for some people who've never taken the time to go within and learn about themselves like that. But it is important for healing moving forward, because we don't want to be held back because we have a negative illusion about ourselves, or we have this thought process that we're not worthy enough to be loved or be appreciated or to do this certain job, or, go after what they want in life. Don't be held back by past events or false beliefs about yourself, okay? Take this time in October to really explore your wild side. Go within and see what comes out, because you'll be surprised at how refreshing you will feel after, and how processed it is to bring that unconscious to the conscious and really mingle the two and feel more like a whole person, if that makes sense. So hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, please let me know what group you chose down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful October. And if you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.